In today's video, I want to show you guys a couple of the new AI features for IntelliSearch and a few other things in that same menu. First things first, go to your Resolve menu and you're going to have to update your extras right here. So if we click that, you get this little box. It's a hefty 15 gigs and I had a couple that just said outdated. So I updated those and I just hit download all. It'll tell you if you have any missing packages, but there's a better and a faster version for your IntelliSearch. And then you could actually hide any of the ones you've downloaded, but it showed me that they were out of date, updated those. Now, how your IntelliSearch works, there's a few different ways you can get to it. I did it on this movie here. You can right click the clip that you want to analyze and go down to AI tools. And then you have the individual categories here: audio transcription, transcribe, to text speakers, import subtitles, and a few different things. IntelliSearch, you can hit analyze for search or identify faces, analyze for slate, and the new remove motion blur, which I haven't tested out yet. Now you can also do this from the upper left menu here. So with this clip selected, next to your relink, there's a new AI clip analysis box. You can click that and you basically get a shortcut to all of that. So analyze for IntelliSearch, the faces option, the slate, the transcription with speaker detection, and then audio classification, and you hit analyze. And here's one that I haven't analyzed. If we right click and go ahead and choose AI tools, let's do analyze for search. It pops up. It's getting a blazing 400 frames per second. Says it'll take about 6 minutes for that feature. It's a little over 90 minutes, I think. So pretty nice. That's also using the faster version. So there's a 3-dot menu here in the upper left, a new IntelliSearch mode, and you can choose faster and better here. Let's just choose faster. Or better, it actually says reanalyze, so it's going to take a lot longer. I'm going to say analyze again. You can see this one cranked up to a matter of hours. It's still going pretty fast, but a couple hours versus 6 minutes. So you could analyze your library in the background and do it that way. But now we've analyzed this Cobra clip, and we can see on the thumbnail, we have the little audio indicator, the transcription, and a new icon for the IntelliSearch. So now to get to your menu and start using it, right next to our relink is this button here, but we now have a drop down. So we have options for performing the analysis on all clips or selected clips. So this kind of tells the AI search what you're going to do before you kick it off. And then to get to it, I already have it clicked, but under your search glass here, click that and it'll drop down this little menu. Now, if you have audio transcription, you can click on that clip, choose this little drop down and choose audio transcription, and it'll pop up just like we're used to seeing previously if you wanted to search for a term or a line or a phrase. So that's still the same. But now if you want to use the searchable function here, you click on that glass, this new menu pops down, and we now have search in selected bins. So if you want to highlight one of your bins and just search that area, you can. And then for display, there's segments and full clips. Now, full clips just narrows it down to the search term you asked for, but doesn't actually show you the chopped up stuff. Here's what I mean. Under segments, we'll actually get little pieces that are useful. So let's go ahead and do a search term here. We'll choose selected bins and segments, and I'll just go ahead and type in gun since this is an action movie. And now it refreshed the list there. And if I click on a clip, you can see each one of these clips has some form of firearm in it. And that's exactly what we were looking for. Now you can actually make a smart bin out of this. And what you can do is it's already kind of done the indexing for us. So it's saying all these clips here have some kind of match for our search. Right next to this little icon with a plus, and it says add as smart bin. If you click that, it pops open this dialog box, and you can rename it here, and it's going to say search query gun, and then you hit create. Now, I already did that down here in our smart bins. We have one called car crash now. It does take a second to refresh. So if I click on car crash, it's going to say no results found, but then it does the search again. And as you can see, every one of these clips has some kind of car crash going on. So that's pretty cool. If you don't see your smart bins from this three-dot menu, there's a show smart bins right here. Just check it on, check it off, and that'll show your smart bins. So now if we go back to our features, now the other thing it'll do is faces. So here's our clip again. Next to our add a smart bin, we have this show face gallery. If we click that, you'll see we get these little thumbnails here, and that'll just separate it into, I guess, the most prominent characters here. So there's a little drop down to this menu too that says show results for all selected faces. So let's say we wanted to select more than one. Maybe we're like scenes with these two in it, or scenes with these two characters. I know there's some scenes. So now if we click on that, there's those two characters walking together at the same time, and pretty good job. Now we can manage these faces right here. We can deselect them. There's a drop down here that says manage faces. And after it did its IntelliSearch, it just said like character 1, character 2. And all I did was click on it and double click the name, and you can name them if you want. And then there's another category called other faces. It actually shows you where they're kind of highlighting other characters. And this one I could tag as a new face. So I guess you can double click this guy in the beginning here. I'll tag him as henchman. So it's going to go through, retag it with that name on it. See how that works. I haven't done that before, so that's kind of new. Okay, so henchman's in here now. So if I say close, and let's go ahead and click on the henchman. There he is, although he's not here. So he got confused. He's also not here, but there's that pizza box. So it's not perfect. But when I click on, say, Sylvester Stallone, it's all the wider shots. He obviously gets more screen time, so it's a little easier for it to decipher that. So that's your face manager. So if you're looking to narrow down for a certain character, you're looking for someone, you've tagged it in your scenes, that's a nice way to do that. Let's see the show results for any selected faces. So let's go back to the henchman. It's the same clips here. I bet that would do a better job if we used the better search in the search mode. Maybe I'll test that out later. So that's how you can use your IntelliSearch and these functions. So once again, you can grab it from your AI tools here, or use it from this drop-down menu here. All right, I hope that helps. Some of the new features, they're always adding cool stuff. This is studio only, of course, but ways to optimize your workflow if you're looking for characters, phrases, scenes that match whatever shots you're looking for. Could come in really handy. All right, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you guys.